Hello, 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 my lovelies. This is Talk Radio, TAWK Radio, and I am your hostess, Cypher Kai. Alright, so this is Freaky Fucking Fridays, you guys, Freaky Fucking Fridays, and I want to start it that way so that you don't get confused with Musical Mondays, Soca Mix Tuesdays, any of the other days of the week that we're here. Tonight is Freaky Fridays. The topic is going to be, how do you handle money in your relationship? If you were tuned in with us last week, you heard me say something about having a conversation about the devaluation of the black man, and we will have that conversation in the coming months. I want to have a panel of guys here with me, some women here with me, some scholars, and really do it right when we have the open live phone lines and all of that. If there's anything you hear on the show tonight that you want to comment about or give feedback on, 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. It's all about the music and the vibes this evening. So we're going to start with some music I'm going to play to get you guys acclimated with the platform. We do have some new news tonight, you guys. New news. New news are songs that we play on the platform that is new to me, new to you. Hope that you like it. You can indulge and enjoy yourself, yes? So we're going to start the show with a little music. I'm still getting settled behind the scenes. I'm parked on the side of the road in New York City, on the side of the road. About 90 degrees outside this evening. I decided to just take in the vibes. Hopefully there won't be any foolish fireworks and stuff like we had the last 2 weeks I was broadcasting. It should be nice and mellow this evening, prayerfully, yes? So let's start off with one of the exclusives to the show. This one is Chapter 9's Bad Priority here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
A the big vice, big tune, bad artist. A the big vice, big tune, bad artist. A the big vice, big tune, bad artist. Yo, oh, enough I say them hype. True, them have a one house and them have a one car and I ride a big bike. But them other day a country I use coal stove and still I use candlelight. Them priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife some old chill on pipe, now fi take off the stripe. One, some boy no fi live long car, them a live wrong, me a fi sing me song. Two, I me no business a who from you a move lube on you and your crew. Three, coulda never pay school fee, but them in a dance all pamper laughing spree. Four, me see liquor pour pan floor, but your mother they a country a sleep out a door. Five, them boy they no fi survive, me no inna that, them pitney them a deprive. Six, them a go lose like the next vote out, but this a no politics. Them a say them hype. True, them have a one house and them have a one car and I ride a big bike. But them other day a country a use coal stove and still a use candlelight. Priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife some old chill on pipe, me fi take off the stripe. Yeah, me know them, me know the type, ever clean, ever bossy. Them ever hype, look into this like he's a sniper, we sniper woman. Fi a live like him nah no life. He hurt me like he's a baby we gripe. He's a rebel angry like me want fi fight. No progression, dirty Israelite vagabond, but a man yeah, him do it fi spite. Make me rebuke them with all me might. Watch them a scatter light, them a scatter light. Don't come with me there, don't even try it. Fi done them, yeah me have a right. Them a say them hype. True, them have a one house and them have a one car and I ride a big bike. But them other day a country a use coal stove and still a use candlelight. Priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife some old chill on pipe, me a fi take off the stripe. One, some boy no fi live long car, them a live wrong, me a fi sing me song. Two, I me no business a who from you a move lube on you and your crew. Three, coulda never pay school fee, but them in a dance all pamper laughing spree. Four, me see liquor pour pan floor, but your mother they a country a sleep out a door. Five, them boy they no fi survive, me no inna that, them pitney them a deprive. Six, them a go lose like the next vote out, but this a no politics. Them a say them hype. True, them have a one house and them have a one car and I ride a big bike. But them other day a country a use coal stove and still a use candlelight. Priority no right, them a floss in a night and broke in a daylight. Look at who them a say wife some old chill on pipe, me a fi take off the stripe.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Freaky Fucking Fridays. Guys, I was literally playing what I want to call it, mediator behind the scenes. As I was coming on the air, some craziness is going on. I want to make sure people are safe. The target got himself in the middle of something, so I want to make sure my property was secure. We're starting some shit tonight. We're grown and sexy tonight. Grown and sexy tonight on this Freaky Fridays. Like I mentioned, tonight's topic is going to be how do you handle money in your relationship? Yes. Text lines 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. We have some really great sponsors that are going to be connected to the show in the coming weeks. They have some products that are going to help you guys with your erections if you're having erectile issues. If you're not having erectile issues, it will help you to be longer and stronger and just all natural too. Really, really great. We'll talk about that maybe next month. I think they'll be running an ad with us next month. We'll see if we can get a representative to come and sit with me and talk to me about all the health benefits of this product that they have. And I know it's a very near and dear product. And not just that, they have a lot of other things that are helpful and very natural and organic and wonderful. So we'll be talking about all of that. I'll try the best I can to get some free samples and get some of my friends to try it out so I can have a better testimony when I speak to you guys and when they run the ad and all that other stuff, and we can be all connected, having better sex, listening to Talk Radio's Freaky fucking Fridays. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? I can see it. I can almost see it. I can almost see you guys getting into your little naughty. All right, I'm going to wind it back. All right, so this one is another Talk Radio exclusive. We play all genres of music here tonight, playing all kinds of things. Again, you guys stay tuned for the new news. We do have some headline news coming up as well, some updates on the courts being opened up, what this eviction situation is going to look like in New York specifically. I don't know about the other states, but there was an interesting article about the eviction process that hit my email in Los Angeles, so I will look for that article as well, and we'll have a discussion about that. This is a platform for grown-up conversations, uncensored, unfiltered, unfiltered, unapologetic, and it's live and unscripted, right? So whatever comes out of my mouth in the moment is how I'm feeling in the moment, and we're going to have these grown-ass conversations tonight. So we'll continue here with another Talk Radio exclusive. This one is called Drive the Boat, here on Talk Radio's Freaky Friday.
Hola DJ Social.
She feeling me and I'm feeling her too. All my music, she digging the shit. We tried to Netflix and chill her to doom, and she just started sucking the dick. I had to throw some niggas off the boat, cause ain't nobody sinking my ship. I let her ride the boat just like she Megan Thee Stallion, she working them hips. She wanna drive the boat, I let her ride the boat. She got a front hitting both, cause this ain't no paddle boat. She tried to go down, she whipped out my man, she said you gotta lie the boat. Now she wanna drive the boat, I let her drive the boat. I let her jump on the boat like she Megan. Ain't no pulling out, I'm shooting like Stephen. She think I'm coming first, girl, what you betting? I pop a perk and said it got me legging. Yo, bitch, she going down, young jock. Shawty, she still going, but it pop. She said her boyfriend locked up. Fuck on this bitch while he fucking the sock. Look, Shawty a big old freak. She put my name on them big old cheeks. These niggas skinny like he don't eat. Think I'm a plumber, I'm fixing her leak. I get the head just to make sure her brain work. Tried to get me to eat it, it ain't work. I was hitting the teacher from Wise High School. Gave me an A, told me grade work. I got the key to the streets, Lucci. Fuck designer, boy, I'm done wearing Gucci. I'm the pilot, got the key to the boat. Cut off my homie, I hope he can float. Give her a plan B, don't panic. Bitch, you ain't going out like Titanic. I see it up on my body, I'm throwing him on the boat and drop him off in the Atlantic. She feeling me and I'm feeling her too. All my music, she digging the shit. We tried to Netflix and chill her to doom, and she just started sucking the dick. I had to throw some niggas off the boat, cause ain't nobody sinking my ship. I let her ride the boat just like she Megan Thee Stallion, she working them hips. She wanna drive the boat, I let her ride the boat. She got a front hitting both, cause this ain't no paddle boat. She tried to go down, she whipped out my man, she said you gotta lie the boat. Now she wanna drive the boat, I let her drive the boat. She pulled me in the room, she just started riding. Shorty, she thick like she come from the islands. Hit it, she stalking me, calling my name. When she see me, Tiana Taylor, calling Byron. Pull up with work, they like what's in the box. She from Jamaica, I'm pulling her locks. Got this baby mama driving the boat. Disrespect, he getting thrown off the dock. Shorty fat, her booty big like a yacht. Stay with my gun and his lady is hot. We on the block beating up the pots. You in the house, laying on your back. Told me pull up, I kick push like I'm Lupe. I got some Henny, Patron, and Douce. Listen to me, she don't care about what you say. Play with the gang, I'ma aim at your toupee. Got a bag and fix my teeth like I'm Cardi B. Mommy, she happy, she proud of me. Net worth say 33 million. Google, why the hell you lie to me? I'm about to buy me a boat, then buy me a boat, then buy me a boat. She wanna ride the boat. Put her head back, then I look at her throat. She feeling me and I'm feeling her too. All my music, she digging the shit. We tried to Netflix and chill her to doom, and she just started sucking the dick. I had to throw some niggas off the boat, cause ain't nobody sinking my ship. I let her ride the boat just like she making it style and she working them hips. She wanna drive the boat, I let her ride the boat. She got a front hitting both, cause this ain't no paddle boat. She tried to go down, she whipped out my man, she said you gotta lie the boat. Now she wanna drive the boat, I let her drive the boat.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fridays, Freaky fucking Fridays here on Talk Radio. So I've got some people to shout out from behind the scenes. Shout out to Angelica, who is tuned in from Los Angeles. Shout out to David, who's tuned in from Brooklyn. Mr. David, long time, who's been a fan of the show for a long time. That's what he said. Mr. David, long time, tuned in from Brooklyn. Shout out to the landlord, who is texting me back and forth and driving me nuts at the moment. What do you want, woman? Okay, so we'll be here on this Freaky fucking Fridays. Ooh, who's there? Venon's in the chat room, you guys. Venon's in the public chat room. You got some fans. I'm gonna let them know you're there. www.tawkradio.com/shows. Click on the talking bubble in the player. Have some fun with Mr. Ven and whoever else wants to pop in there and look and see what's happening inside there. Knock knock, who's there? It's Ven. It's Ven. Alright, so I promised the landlady I would play a Bob Marley song tonight, which is out of character for the theme of the music tonight, but I will accommodate her because, you know, I've got to, because she's one of those people who will ride me to death until I do. And I don't know what version of this I loaded in here, if it's even in here. I don't even see it. Oh my god. Is it not in here? I don't think it is. I tried. I really tried. But it didn't go in, landlady. I think you got to get it another time. I'm so sorry about that. Anywho, tonight's topic is going to be, how do you handle the money in your relationship? I've had some very interesting conversations this week, so I'd like to share some of that stuff with you guys and get your feedback on how you handle money in your relationships. I think that'll be a lot of fun to discuss. As we continue here, tonight's about the music and the vibes. Really kind of light, easygoing evening. As I mentioned, there's a lot of things I had going on right before I ran on the air this evening, so my brain is still a little jumbled, but I'm here because I'm supposed to be here, and I love being here, and I love you guys, and I said the L word, I did, which is something that's a bit hard for me most of the time, but I said it because I love ya. I do. Should we jump into the new news? Not yet. I've become quite obsessed with this Omarion song I've played for the past couple of weeks, and even though it's a little twist, you know what it is tonight, I'm just kind of playing the things I want to hear. So I pulled some new news based on the topics. Literally, honestly, I didn't listen to any of the new news yet. I saw this, I said, oh, that's a nice title, let's pull that. So that's kind of what it was. We'll listen to that together. Anyway, this one is Omarion featuring T-Pain, Can You Hear Me? The explicit version on TalkRadio.com's Freaky fucking Fridays.
I wanna capture the essence of being unbothered. Hey, oh, yeah, hey. I've been acting hella different lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't get near me. My mink be so furry, got them vultures trying to get me. Ooh, my shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? Yo nigga don't like me, but he respecting me, feel me? He don't wanna see me mix that weed wine with the Henny. Don't know why them people hating on me, they can't stand me, but can they have me? A couple Grammys, yeah. Talk that talk, cause I walk that walk. Niggas better watch my shoes. They be following me wherever I go. But you must know I got the news. Bar boss with the paint job. 4Giotto with the shoes. MCM with the six-pack. Baby daddy to your boo, yeah. I've been acting hella different lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't get near me. My mink be so furry, got them vultures trying to get me. Ooh, my shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me?
shit be hella. I get her wetter than my acapellas. None of her niggas ever hit that better. They say she only with me cause I got that cheddar. But I come in and knock it down. You can never knock my crown. Ring later, baby, I'm not that clown. 20 mans up, let it rock the ground. Can you hear me? If that's your hoe, that's my hoe too. I'm commandeering. Ooh, that bitch gon' do everything that I say. I call her Siri. Ooh, she gotta call me on my money phone. I'm just too busy for the cricket, baby.
I've been acting hella different lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't get near me. My mink be so furry, got them vultures trying to get me. Ooh, my shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me?
My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me?
Oh my god, I love that song so much. Oh my god, oh my god. This is Freaky Fucking Fridays here on talkradio.com with your hostess Cypher Kai. This is www.tawkradio.com/shows is how you get tuned into us. And if for some reason you missed this or you just love the episode and want to go back, share it with your friends. About 5 minutes after the broadcast, you can go back onto the website, reload your page and listen to it over. If you come in halfway through and want to see what you missed, same thing. And about 20 minutes or so afterwards, you can find it on Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, Podcast Chaser, Podcast Addict, and a couple of other places. Just Google TAWK, look for the blue lips, and there we will be. Never far away, never far away. 24/7 hotline to reach me. Tell me your thoughts and your feedbacks directly to my ears, to my eyeballs. 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. It is a text only line, so no, you can't leave any naughty voicemails, but you can text me whatever you like. Grown ass platform. Be respectful though, be respectful. Okay, so it's all about the music and the vibes tonight. I'm getting a lot of feedback from you guys as to how you handle money in a relationship, from the men and from the women. A lot of interesting feedback. I can't wait to talk about that. I'm also going to take some time and find those articles I want to read for you guys this evening. I know there's a lot of confusion about how this eviction stuff is working. From a landlord standpoint, from the tenant standpoint, I've been talking about this a lot on the show. I want you guys to be prepared for what the law states and what I feel is coming down the pipeline. We'll have some discussions about that as well. Grown-ass platform. Get your glasses of wine, get your babies and whatnot. Get your babies and whatnot. It's going to be a pile of fun this evening. Shout out to the Target. Alright, so I'm going to play this next one here as we continue in this musical vein here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. We normally touch the evening's topic around 8:30. Half an hour into the show from whenever I start broadcasting, so I can knock down 2 more songs I think before that time. This one I'm going to play is from Khalid and Summer Walker. This is 11 here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Got my headlights off, we're sitting outside. If you climb my car, then we're here all night. A couple blunts rolled and I got my windows down. Said it's been a while since you've been this high. If you're waiting on love, then you waiting for what? If your neighbors wake up, then we gotta turn it down. So you say I'm the type you like keeping around. You like keeping around. Late at night, 11, we're cruising. Lately I've been watching your movements. If I'm the only one that you're choosing, am I your favorite drug you've been using? Late at night, 11, we're cruising. Lately I've been watching your movements. If I'm the only one that you're choosing, am I your favorite drug you've been using?
Lost track of time. If I'm waiting on love, I'll be waiting all night. I can't get this high from nowhere else, and I'm trying to let you go, but it's hard. I know I can't stay up on my feelings when I'm with you. I know I admit it, I'm addicted when I'm with you. Whenever
talkradio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. I'm sorry, you guys. I missed that one by a couple seconds. I'm so sorry. So, as I mentioned, Freaky Fucking Fridays. Again, I got some shit going on behind the scenes, and I'm here, though. I'm focusing. I'm with you. Rocking with your live radio. There's some fires I'm trying to out with some people and some places and some things, trying to stop a whole situation from happening while these mosquitoes are tearing my ass apart. And I do have my weekly rant. There was some shit going on this week. I can't wait to tell you guys about it, but I'll start my non-sensory around after this song. I've got some shit to bitch about, though. Really. Topic for the evening is, how do you handle money in your relationship? And there's people talking very grown to me in this chat room, and I like it. I gotta tell you, I like it. So we'll continue here. What's next? What do I feel like playing next? Something soft. Okay, another talk radio exclusive. You guys, I know some people that are new to the platform are thinking, God, she can't speak. How the fuck does she have a show? I get excited and I speak quickly, and sometimes I don't get to enunciate the words properly, but I assure you, I can speak. Let me take a moment to just do that. So not because you guys hear me all the time with the profanity and all that, I don't have a vocabulary. I do. But sometimes some things just require a fuck. A close on fuck. From the facial region. Anyway, so we'll continue here right now with another Talk Radio exclusive. This is your hostess, Cypher Kai, on TAWK Radio. This one is no caption from Mr. Carson Luders here on Freaky Fucking Fridays.
Waking up thinking about how we went last night, yeah. Young and I'm living it really like that, yeah. Imagine a bunch of pretty girls and a few of my guys. Imagine that, no caption. Don't gotta say it, I really live this life. Imagine that, take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. Take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. You know I'm on the way, all the way up. Ain't no way down with a feeling, just imagine that. Take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. You know I'm on the way, all the way up. Ain't no way down with a feeling, just imagine that. Take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. I paint a picture, you know it's all HD, yeah. Ain't no decision, just come and live with me, yeah. Imagine a bunch of your pretty friends and a few of my guys. Imagine that, no caption. Don't gotta say it, I really live this life. Imagine that, take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. Take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. You know I'm on the way, all the way up. Ain't no way down with a feeling, just imagine that. Take a picture, hold a frame, post up. No caption. You know I'm on the way, all the way up. Ain't no way down with a feeling, just imagine that. Take a picture, hold a frame, no caption, no caption, no caption, no caption, yeah. No caption, no caption, no caption, no caption, no caption, no caption, yeah. No caption, no caption, no caption. You know I'm on the way, all the way up. Ain't no way down with a feeling, just imagine that. Take a picture, hold a frame, no caption, no caption, no caption, no caption, yeah. No caption, no caption.
Okay, you guys. It's Freaky Fucking Fridays with your host, Cypher Kai. Shout out to the landlady out in SI. I got two landladies on with me. I love the fact that women out here getting the goddamn thing done. You guys are bossing up. You're doing shit. Look at. Shout out to all the empresses and Nubian queens and goddesses and landladies and landmen that are connected to the landladies. I'm just saying, grown and sexy around here on this Freaky Fucking Fridays. Right, so you guys, I need a few more minutes to get acclimated so we can start into this conversation about how do you handle money in your relationships. We're going to have a lot of fun. I will talk about a couple of things that vex me in the Vex Me corner this week. I don't know if we have any people to put in the Caucasian corner. The Caucasian corner is not something derogatory. This is just white people who impress me for the week. And I call it the Caucasian corner because I'm not very easily impressed by anything. So it's not a racial thing, just a Caucasian corner. So many wonderful people have made it to that, to get that high accolade, that high esteem here on the show. Yes. One more song and we will start tonight's topic, which is, for the umpteenth time, how do you handle money in your relationships? And I've got to tell you, I'm very impressed by the feedback you guys are giving from the men and from the women as to how you handle that. There are a lot of flattering things coming in. I see people give me actual full-on explanations for what they do and how they do, and I've had some very interesting conversations over the course of the week, so we'll talk about that on Talk Radio. The next one, I'm trying to stay away from the new news. I don't want to play the new news yet. Alright, so let's do In My Bed, Rotimi featuring Wale here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Baby, baby, yeah. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. Hold up. Dinner for two, that's me and you, that's very simple. Dinner removed, okay, we through, but I ain't finished yet. Can I slide with you? Spend the night with you. Just let me write, and it you dripping from my signature. I feel like your body inspired my intentions. You left the squad hanging, it's only time with us. You know I vibe different, cause you know my mind different. Her eyes saying my room, her body saying heaven on God. Tell me what you want, I go repeat. Tell me what you need, I go knee deep. Yeah. When I fall in love, I go deep, deep. Yeah. You could copy that like it's easy. Yeah. You look like you need proper. Come get this vitamin D power, proper. Be ready to touch when I reach it, yeah. I go eat it up, I know vegan, yeah. I make that thing go wild. I go make that thing run water. I go make you sing my song. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed, in my bed. Oh na 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 na, meeting in my bed. Oh na 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 na, in my bed. How you keep it sweet like that, like that? Down the very peace like that, like that. Fresher than Febreze like that. I be on my knees for that. Ah, you touch my soul like Sunday. I touch your feet different way. Everything you need, no pop. Call me when you need top, top. I make that thing go wild. I go make that thing run water. I go make you sing my song. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, my bed. There's a meeting in my bed, in my bed, in my bed. Na 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 na, meeting in my. Oh na 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 na, baby meet me in my bed. Na 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 na, meeting in my bed. Na 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 na, my bed. Baby, baby, yeah. Baby, baby, yeah.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Freaky Fucking Fridays on TalkRadio.com with your hostess, Cypher Kai. This is www.tawkradio.com/show. Shout out to Stephen J Productions, who is going to be very much connected to the show. We'll give you guys some more information on that as the time comes closer. Shout out to all the independent artists who trust us with your music. Shout out to the signed artists as well, whose A&Rs and management teams have had the good sense to connect you to the platform as well. So we love having you here. We love spinning your music. We love being connected to you and introducing your music to this audience. It is at that time where we start to talk about the topic for the evening, which is how do you handle money in your relationship. So I'll start first, not from my own personal experience. I'll get to that one in a minute, but I've had some very interesting conversations with some gentlemen this week. And so I have my topical consultants that I consult before I do shows that where I need a male perspective. Yes, I'll be getting a male co-host soon. I've been talking about that for a long time, and every time somebody thinks it's easy, they figure, oh, I can sit in a room with you and talk dirty to you, and some of them get uncomfortable. You know, they because a lot of you don't know, well, most of you don't know what I look like. Cypher's a big secret. I'm buck-toothed and cross-eyed, and I guess it's kind of hard for them to be in my space and look at me and talk at the same time. I'm assuming that's what's happening. I've been told I got a face for radio. So anyway, as we have this conversation this evening, I was having a conversation with a gentleman, one of my business associates this week, and he was saying that in his marriage, he's married for about 30 years, he gave all of his money to his wife. Yeah, and it wasn't that hard to hear that because he is a generous guy by default, and it seems like that nature of it. We're just now getting to know each other, doing business and stuff. As I mentioned, I'm outside on the side of the road. But his thing was to give her the money. He trusted her with it. He thought that because they were together, she would do what's in both of their best interests. And then there was a situation that came up where they started to drift apart in their relationship, and she was propositioned with something that was in conflict of interest or something he had going on, and she jumped ship on him and kind of left him hanging. And so now his daughter handles his finances. A very hardworking guy, a couple of degrees under his belt, but he just deferred to giving her the money. And my mechanic as well is the same way. He's one of these guys, very easygoing, West Indian guy, and all of a sudden, I tell you, I've been outside prepping music and all that for like 2 hours, nothing passed me. But as soon as I start broadcasting, here we go with the nonsense. Anyway, so my mechanic is also the same way. He will take his wallet and put it down on the table when he makes his money, and let his lady take out whatever she needs and give it back the rest. It's a great concept. It works for him. Luckily for him, he's got a lady that cares about him in the best interest of the household first. But that just seems a bit dangerous to me, to just let any one person control all of the money, especially, you know what, I won't even say that. Before I even dig into that, let me just continue in that vein. So there's two guys I know specifically so far who said they defer all of the finances to their partners. They didn't mention if they're good with money or if it's just a security, stability thing. I know a lot of women have this thing of wanting to feel secure, wanting to be stable. Somewhere in their twisted minds as well, a lot of them like to feel like if I control his money, then he can't really spend it on other people. Ladies, let me help you. Now, I'm not saying these guys did it, but I'm going to start some arguments right now. Right? Let's start some arguments right now. Just because if a man wants to do something, he can still get it done. And yes, so by default, men are always paying for coochie one way or the other, right? Whether it be them getting groomed up and cute before they go fuck, bringing by wine, condoms, or food on the way over, whatever it is, they end up paying for pussy one way or the other. We can all agree to that because we're grown, right? And if a man wants to do something, he will do something, no matter what you keep track of for his paycheck. If he has a hustle, whatever the hustle is, he can sell something, pawn something. He can always get money. But the wickedest thing that you ladies don't take in as another variable to this piece is there are a lot of women out here who will and do fuck for free. They do, right? They would rather have a piece of man than no man at all. And if that means they have to spend some money for your man's cock, they will, whether it's directly or indirectly. There's a lot of women who will pay a guy's cell phone bill, pay a car payment, pay for brakes when they get broken down, things like this. They will allow these guys to come by their house and eat at their kids' grocery, play on the kids' PlayStation. All of this is monetary exchanges on one level or another. So you holding your man's paycheck is nice. You can go do your nails and buy handbags or whatever thing you do to make yourself feel warm and fuzzy. But if he wants to go out, if you're holding it, and you don't have to admit it to me, but I know for a fact there's a lot of women who take that control and they do that. I know friends who've done it, who hold onto their men's money and convince themselves that they can't do anything because they're holding the money. Here's the next thing. That's just as ludicrous as women who believe, right, that if you fuck your man, he won't go out and fuck again. I tell you ladies this all the time. Look, it's nice to get the piece first, especially if you think your man is cheating. Get the cock first. You don't want him to go somewhere and fucking come and fuck you behind it. But let the side bitch take that second nut. That second nut that takes so long to come. The one that's going to bruise her coochie up and she'll get dry before he even busts a nut. Let her have that one. No need for you to go through all of that drama and pain Unnecessarily. I'm just saying we drifted off a little bit, but it's about the money, right? It goes back to the money. So for all of you who are saying, you know, and this is not a jab at anyone by any means, because I know there are some women, and these grown-ass women, let me just read this commentary that came in. There is a grown woman who texted me and told me, she says, his money is my money and my money is my money. And I believe that. That's where my mind is, but I'll tell you guys about that when I come back on the other side of a song. But I believe that, right? His money is his money. I'm sorry, his money is your money and your money is your money. That's a great way to see that. And grown men understand that. They do. I know that they understand that. They know if you genuinely got their back, that you're not going to leave them assed out, and you will take care of your business and stuff like that. But I'll talk about that some more when I come back for one of these songs I'm going to play here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. Let's get into some of these new news. So let's see. I got some new news here. This one is called Labels by an artist named Silk. So this is the explicit version here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
So them labels ain't gon' save me. Well, alright. So, it's good to see you when I'm back in town. Girl, I'm always in and out, so I can't settle down. And I see you got a man we gotta talk about. That's the reason we don't talk and why I'm calling now. This here ain't okay, cause I ain't savor, saying you thirsting for them labels. Every time we ever spoke, I always laid it on the table. Just because he is your man, that don't mean that nigga faithful. Just because you are the greatest, that don't mean that nigga grateful. Look, either way, boo, I'm gonna be alright. You got a vision and I know that he don't see that right. Girl, there's just some food for thought and he don't feed that right. You had a lot up on your plate, whoa, didn't I eat that right? Glass of our favorite wine, I wish that you can take the time. I know you work that 9 to 5, but come and get this overtime. Baby, if you able, I'm just laying it on the table. Girl, I'm trying to save you, take this loving over labels, and that's real shit. Girl, them labels ain't gon' save you. Them labels ain't gon' save you. Come get this loving over labels, baby. Yeah, so since I left, I guess he right for you. If some shit pop off right now, is he gon' fight for you? And I don't say this enough, but girl, I'm proud of you. That's on everything I love, I would not lie to you. Baby, you so perfect, you so worth it, I can tell you that for certain. If you tell me you deserve it, then my baby, you deserve it. It's just hard to face your fears when being scared is what was working. When your feelings running deep, but it's just safer on the surface. Look, either way, boo, I'm gon' believe in you. I know I didn't say this enough, but girl, I needed you. Always got your back like a dog, girl, we gon' see this through. That first cut is the deepest, it's just hard to show I'm bleeding too. Glass of our favorite wine, I wish that you can take the time. I know you work that 9 to 5, but come and get this overtime. Baby, if you able, I'm just laying it on the table. Girl, I'm trying to save you, take this loving over labels, and that's real shit. Girl, them labels ain't gon' save you. Them labels ain't gon' save you. Come get this loving over labels, baby. So, everything you've been through for your benefit. Whatever you start, always finish that. And baby, fuck the crowds, don't get into that. Chase your bag and your dreams, watch that money stack. And for everything you pray, I hope you do receive. All you gotta do is call if you asking me. It don't matter where you at, that's where I'd rather be. Take that loving over labels for who after me.
Oh, that's so adorable, you guys. Loving over labels. Isn't that nice? And see, I had no idea what that song was even about. But it falls right in line with this whole monetary conversation we're having this evening. So guys, let me just read. Let me get focused. So there's somebody in here giving me instructions. Instructions on what they do. So Mr. Ben is in the chat room telling me, oh sorry, let me get this, I don't want to fuck it up. So Ben has an entire formula for how his payment structure goes. So the real though, total all the bills, then divide them by 2 or 4, then put that in a joint account according to how you get paid, right? Set up auto pay if possible. He's got a whole system here. I know, right? I'll talk about that in a second. Trust me, it works. This way, bills are paid on time. No one feels like they are burdened with more responsibility. Now, the roommate situation is different. If you have a roommate, make sure you can handle the bills on your own. We're not talking about roommates. That's not a relationship. That's not a relationship. Just the relationships. Okay. So are you vying to be my co-host then? That's so cute. Would you? You know what? I am coming to Florida soon. I'm coming to Florida soon. Oh, women prostitutes. What are we talking about here? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, you're talking about in the fact that guys are always paying for pussy. No. So it's a standard. Look it. If you're of a certain age, you understand that you pay for vagina one way or the other, right? Directly or indirectly. It's a thing. As you should, because any woman worth her salt is spending money to give you this vagina. Whether she is, getting extra glue to put down her lace front, she's buying hairpins to pin down her hairpiece so you don't pull it the fuck off in this back shot. Whether she is going to get her vagina waxed, whether she is going to make sure she's got blistex for her lips so when she gives you the blowjob she's not chafing you. Whatever the hell it is she's doing, she's spending money too. And since most of this is for your pleasure, because most women fake it anyway, I don't know why they do. I've never done that. I swear to God, I've never done that. I'd be so quick to leave your house. But women fake it. They do. So if she's got to sit there under the gun, and it's all, you know what I find? It's always you well-endowed, lasting long motherfuckers that are so chintzy with your money. You want to put all that pressure on our kidneys, our belly buttons, all that shit, and don't want to pay any fucking money. Don't want to pay a bill or anything. You stingy, beautiful big dick bastards. I swear for God. Look it. This is Freaky Fridays here on talkradio.com. God damn it. Don't make me go off. Don't make me stop. Look it. Alright. So there's some guys saying, look it. This bitch has to come with her own money. She's got hers, I got mine. Now here's the thing. I did say in relationships, I didn't say cohabitating. So does that apply? Is it she pays her own and you pay your own? And that's how it stays, because that seems a little fucked up. Right? That's not really a relationship then, is it? It's more like a situationship. I think on a serious note for a minute then, I think it's always important to have two conversations before you decide to give someone a title. I think it's important to know how they feel about sex, what they think about sex, what they expect, and also as it pertains to money. Right? I know that even outside of me doing this kind of work, in this new chapter of my life that I'm in, I want to have a substantive conversation to know exactly what I'm getting into. Now, you can't account for every variable that comes up. Things come up. Cars break down, things like that. But I definitely want to know how many kids you have, the ones you're claiming and the ones you're not claiming. If there's a child support order in place, are you up to date with it? Are you putting down money for your kids' savings? How much information have you given your baby mother about me? How much is she sniffing around about me? Because you might not have to tell her direct things, but if you told her my name or whatever, she might do her due diligence. She might decide you were a bum buster bastard this whole time, didn't pay you any attention for years, but as soon as you start fucking with Cypher and she thinks you're getting a come up, all of a sudden all that back child support you didn't pay, she wants you to stop paying. That could be a thing, right? She could decide she wants a new fucking car because some reason she thinks she's entitled to whatever Cypher has going on. And I say all that to say that, that's where the whole marriage thing gets me fucked up, and I'm so frightened by it. And not just because of what I do here. I always thought it was a thing of anything that I want to give you is paperwork, right? A lawyer can draft it up. If I want to leave you something, bequeath you something, I can give it to you, I can draft it, whatever. I don't necessarily have to be married to you to do that. My biggest issue with the marriage piece is when you and I are together and things are not working. And so I say, okay, I observe this. I say to you, babe, things are a little different. Do you want to have a conversation? I'm noticing this, I'm noticing that. If you're a lesser person, it might start an argument, or we can have a conversation. If it's something that we can't converse through, something we can't work through, some people might just throw their hands and say, you know what? Yeah, it's been a good run, but yeah, this is kind of over. What I don't want to happen is when I'm in a situation that I find untenable for me personally, if I were in a situation where I was getting hit or cheated on or something that I find to be a non-negotiable for me. Hitting and cheating is a non-negotiable for me. Again, only with a title. If there's an understanding, right? I don't call them situations, I call them understandings. If we understand that what we're doing at the moment is fucking, then it's not cheating, then is it? I'm in a rotation. I understand this. I accept this. If I put a title on you because we've had a conversation and we both decided that a title is going to be there, not one I decided to give you because you come over often and you fuck me well and whatever, and so I just decided I should give you one. A conversation was had, a title was given. So when this is no longer working out for us within this relationship, I don't think some outsider should tell me when I'm able to walk away from something that's no longer serving me. And serving me as far as my mental health, my spiritual health, my financial health. Why does someone outside of this situation get to dictate when I walk away from that situation? It's always been my biggest thing, right? So no, it's not about the money and oh, what the fuck does she got going on? It's not about that. It's just about let me decide what's in my best interest because I'm the one that's in it. Right? So this is Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com. You know, every so often you guys are going to throw out some deep pearls and gems and whatnot. Got to throw the pearls out and the gems and whatnot. Shout out to Carla, tuned in from the Bronx with her boyfriend and her dog. She felt him, I need to say all of that. The boyfriend and the dog. Is the dog a talker too? Oh, so he's a barker. Barker talker. Barker talker. Barker talker. You tune in to TalkRadio.com. Freaky Friday. www.tawkradio.com/shows with your hostess Cypher Kai. Let's get into some more of these new news. That was a good one. Let's see if I did some good picks tonight, you guys. So this one's called Something New. And this is from D Major and Busy Signal here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
She bringing that love, oh, lady. She be bringing that love for the ladies. Baby, hey, Major, tell her, baby, come give me something, no. Baby, come give me something, yo. The girls, them, cause I can't stop loving. Love when you brace it for me, girl. Baby, come give me something, oh. Sexiness, she's so appealing. Come show me what you've been concealing. Just clear your schedule this evening, cause when you get here, you won't believe in. I set it up, she get it up, up. Speed it up, we level up. Me little angel devil up. Next round girl ready up. Up next for me get the text, me know where she want. She request the best cause them a style and regular. Anytime Jackie make you spin like propeller. But this a female, me no bad like Jackilla. All them a talk and all them a try, she say and me she love. Wine for the same thing, bunks for the big thing, girl and back it up. I love the way she give me, say me can't get enough. She know me tough, she bring the buff. Baby come give me something, no. Bring it. Baby, come give me something, yo. Hey, hey. Cause I can't stop loving. Love when you brace it for me, girl. Baby, come give me something, yo. Ooh, oh. Baby girl, I'm a fiend for your love. And anytime you know I'm in for your love. Whenever you're not in, you're always in my dream. I wake up reaching for your love. I set it up, she get it up. Speed it up, we level up. Me little angel devil up. Next round girl ready up. Girl buck up in a girl is only sitting up and run. Me make she come so fast it's like a bullet from a gun. Do the maths and multiply, give you the daughter and the son. Make me beat your skin and make the okra slime run. Watch ya, slow down cause that's what we gonna do now. Cool love, body gets so wet you feel the pool. Every time when I touch your body you get addicted, girl. Baby come give me something, no. Baby come give me something, yo. Come give me something, girl. Yeah. Cause I can't stop loving. Love when you brace it for me, girl. Baby come give me something, no. Ooh, oh. My girl bring it come now. My girl bring it come now. Everything set, your body wet to the next step. Bring it come now. Baby, take it out. Only don't take it out. Give me something. Girl, just give me something. Baby, come give me something, yo.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Friday, broadcasting on the side of the road in New York City. Shout out to Stephen J Productions and his crew. Will be very divinely connected to the show soon. Gave them a shout out earlier. I want to do it again because it's going to be a tremendous collaboration coming up in the works. Tonight we're talking about how do you handle your money in your relationships. Shout out to all of the people who were telling me they would give Cypher everything. They would give me everything. Be careful what you say. I gotta tell you, there is somebody who is plotting to make me a kept woman. Let me say this. I'm very flattered at the thought of that. I wouldn't know what to do. And what really is a kept woman? Is that someone who just kind of works out, keeps their body right, and spends your money? Now, I'm all for the, working out and fucking all the time and doing all that fly shit, but just sitting around, just spending money. I'm not one of those women. I don't do the red bottoms. I don't do the expensive bags. I don't see the need in having a $3,000 or $30,000 bag with like $100 in it. Right? So I'm just not that girl. I like simple things. I like walks on the beach and sunsets and sunrises and slow music and just naughty things in the I'm a house bug. I like to have a beautiful space to live in, but I want to be all in my man's face. I like spending time, not in an insecure way, just a kind of, I gave you a title, I appreciate you, I see you, I encourage you, I breathe life on you, I speak life into your every situation, every area of your life. I just want to be all ooh. You work in the daytime, he works, I work, we come back, we meet at the middle, and it's like phones are off and it's all about us in that moment. I like things like that. You want to impress me? Set something up dope. Make sure the bills are paid. That's always a good thing. I gotta tell you, the sexiest thing a man can do for me, outside of how big his dick is and all that, mind fuck me. Converse with me cerebrally and make sure that I'm comfortable. Bills being paid on time or before time makes me very comfortable. Right? And I'm not very extravagant. I don't drink often, I don't smoke, I don't indulge in any nose candy, none of those things. Just make sure the roof is up, the lights are on, and I can cook something, and you got me. I gotta tell you, the dick is an add-on. If the dick is good, that's like an add-on, but what I really like is stability in conversation. Ay, sexy as fuck. Anyway, I digress. You guys, okay, so I was saying, for me, I feel like I kind of like the formula that Ven gave of, figuring out what the bills are, splitting it down the middle. But then that seems a little... Okay, so are we splitting everything down the middle? Because again, I started to go into this conversation of, if I'm dating someone, and so my kids are grown. I've got 3 kids. My kids are grown. My last baby is about to be 18. And I said, moving him this weekend into a lovely place of his own. Graduation gift. But if I'm dating a guy who's got like child support and shit, am I supposed to do half on that too? Is it kind of one of those situations where if you love the cow, you love the calf? Because the double standard would be, here it is, right? If I'm dating a guy, and let's say my kids were younger, and I only dated one person when my kids were younger, and then put the coochie on lockdown, whatever. But if the kids were younger and I was dating someone, I would expect... No, not me personally. Let me take that back. Let me wind that back. If I were dating anyone when my children were younger, that it was a situationship or whatever, I would more be inclined to take care of my children, and he could fill in the gaps when and if he wanted to. And that's kind of how it was. Even with the person I dated when my children were younger, he didn't have set bills to pay. He loved them, he connected with them, he helped me to raise them, so he did things for them of his own volition, right? But my responsibility is my children, who I chose to keep. As I mentioned on the show before, with no shame whatsoever, my 3 children have 3 different fathers. The fathers chose not to be around, and that was okay with me, right? Because I'm a hustler and I do what I need to do, and that's kind of what that was. Bob's your uncle. So in the same vein, since my mindset has not changed in 20 something years, because my oldest is 25, if I'm dating a guy now in this next level of my life and he has child support payments, because maybe he's not as old as me, I do tend to have a thing for younger guys, right? Or he has children or child support payments he has to pay. Am I supposed to pay some of those, or should he handle those on his own? Because fair is fair. Fair exchange is no robbery. If I was to take care of my own children, and even though my children are grown, things can still come up. They might call me and tell me they need a car payment, they need a mortgage payment, something comes up because life happens. can I go to this guy that I'm dating and ask him to help me with that? Or am I supposed to take care of that myself? And in the same vein, if you've got child support and for kids that I didn't help you create, am I supposed to help you pay those payments? Or should I be held accountable for your baby mother going to readjust those payments because now you're in a lifestyle being around me in the lifestyle that I'm enjoying? So that's kind of one of the things, kind of like, right? What's the take on that? Guys, let me know. If you got child support payments and you're dating someone, is she expected to help you with those child support payments? And is that included in, then let's start with you, in your calculations of bussing everything down the middle? If you had child support payments, are those included? And I'll say this, I won't just vilify the guys. Same thing for women. If women have child support payments, and or if women have what's the one that catches student loans. Should her student loans that she had before you, that she irresponsibly has not been paying on time, be bundled into your shit? I'm going to need some answers, you guys. 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. Tell me your business. Tell me your business. Tell me your business as we continue in these new news. This one is Fuego del Calor. This is from Scott Storch, Ozuna, and Tiger here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Scott Storch. Cuando salgo no quiero llegar. Tú tienes algo que me hace delirar. Yo no sé, el baile lo mezclo con el alcohol. El negro le da fuego del calor. Dime si es mejor si nos vamos a vapor. Dale mami, baila más. El ritmo tú lo traes. Llevo un par de tragos trae. Me gustan de tu sal. Dale mami, baila más. El ritmo tú lo traes. Llevo un par de tragos trae. Me gustan de tu sal.
$4 million on the whip, no lies. Staring at my shorty when a bitch like mine. Only tonight, don't waste the time. Drink in my cup, bitch, don't kill the vibe. We could take it outside, hop in the ride. Pulling out garage and it look like Dubai. Mommy, fly, aye. Living in the moment, had a time of your life. You what I like, ain't got no type, no type. You in that dress and the skin tight, dripping on your body when I'm inside. Ass got me hypnotized and it's my size, big size.
Dale mami, baila más. El ritmo tú lo traes. Llevo un par de tragos trae. Me gustan de tu sal. Dale mami, baila más. El ritmo tú lo traes. Llevo un par de tragos trae. Me gustan de tu sal. Mi problema es que siempre ando en high. Puerto Rico, Dominican Bay. Natural, el sistema tú lo traes. La Mercedes, un melón, flow Dubai. Se guiaron tu ma y tu país. Si tú se la creamos, le portamos pa' Shanghai. Plato ciclón, si no échale spray. Estamos sudos, pero la movie no se cae. Ay, dale mami, baila más. El ritmo tú lo traes. Llevo un par de tragos trae. Me gustan de tu side. Dale mami, baila más. El ritmo tú lo traes. Llevo un par de tragos trae. Me gustan de tu side.
Talkradio.com's Freaky Fucking Friday. See, that one almost caught me off guard as well. There's some very interesting conversations happening in the public chat room. You guys can go over, join in, jump in, or look in, you nosy little bosses. I find it's a lot of voyeurs connected to the show. You guys look and see what's happening in the chat room and won't go inside. So Mr. Venn is having a very interesting conversation with Miss Lisa, who's in there, who is apparently a fellow Aquarian. So shout out to Miss Lisa. I hope you're a talker. I hope you've been listening from before. I thank you for coming into the public chat room and getting all involved and whatnot. They're having a very grown-up conversation in there. I'll share some of it with you as we go back and forth between the music, but you guys can go on over there, www.tawkradio.com/shows. In the player, there's a talking bubble. Click it. It gives you instructions. You'll get there. Exactly. So I'm going to play one more song and we're going to talk about the headline news I want to talk to you guys about. The evictions and the renting situations that are coming up. Things that I know that are going to be happening in New York. things that I feel are coming in the coming months. I want to keep you guys informed and aware, and most of these things will be my own thoughts, just from observations that I'm having, little visions and things that I'm having. So I just want you guys to be prepared, if you're so inclined, to write these things down, take note of these things, pay attention, keep your eyes open. We want to be well informed and well prepared for what's coming. As I told you guys, side of the road. I'm at the side of the road in my car, so forgive me. I was rushing. Like I said, I wanted to make sure I came on tonight for you guys. So that's what this is about. As we continue on with these new news here on Freaky Fridays and Talk Radio. This one is called The Best from Tifa here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
My body fuck, my body fuck, my body fuck. Him get the fuck, him get the fuck, him get the fuck. It body fuck, it body fuck, it body fuck. And I'm cross his pussy, this a pussy good luck. When my boom pan it, all the room panic. Bad bitch pan the broom, shift womb pan it. Him sinking and my clutch, my vroom vroom pan it. Make a nigga come quick like a Tiptronic. To all the pussy fit it all of the gymnastics. Gymnastics, get the pussy flick. Gold medalist in the fuck Olympics. Them have to give me cash prize, cause the pussy worth it. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. To all my thing good, it make him have a scream out. And that's thing I have to do it, I'm a good mouth. Too good wine, I'm a not even queen. The boy come already and him not even sink. The matty keen full, but yet him a bust off. Come with him tough chat, but I laugh, me I laugh. Car bank account deposits, everything I have it. Pum pum turn up, so I braff, me a braff. A mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. My body fuck, my body fuck, my body fuck. Him get the fuck, him get the fuck, him get the fuck. It body fuck, it body fuck, it body fuck. And I'm cross his pussy, this a pussy good luck. When my boom pan it, all the room panic. Bad bitch pan the broom, she won't pan it. Him sinking and my clutch, my vroom pan it. Make a nigga come quick like a Tiptronic. To all the pussy fit it all and the gymnastics. Gymnastics, get the pussy flick. Gold medalist in the fuck Olympics. Them have to give me cash prize, cause the pussy worth it. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. To all my thing good, it make him have a scream out. And that's thing I have to do it, I'm a good mouth. Too good wine, I'm a not even queen. The boy come already and him not even sink. The matty keen full, but yet him a bust off. Come with him tough chat, but I laugh, me I laugh. Car bank account deposits, everything I have it. Pum pum turn up, so I braff, me a braff. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you da love feel this.
Well, I think I have found my new anthem. What the whole entire fuck did I just hear? I'm gonna Google right now. Somebody can beat me to it. I need to Google and find out if this chick is an Aquarius. Every word of that song was just cocky enough, just boasty enough, that if she can back up what she was saying, that's such an Aquarius thing. I'm just gonna say, it is not bragging if it's true. I'm just going to say, it's not bragging if it's true. Now, she seemed like she frowned upon the oral things a little bit. But for those who don't enjoy it, those who don't know what to do, and you got a good hole, well, why not, right? If you could do your Kegel exercises and clamp it down, you got strong pussy. As the life reconstruction strategist said, you got strong pussy. You don't need to use your oral, I'm just saying. But we'll have that conversation soon enough. Alright, so shout out to everybody who's on the road, tuned in, listening on the trains on their way in from work. I appreciate you immensely. Shout out to the wellness consultant. Shout out to Mr. B. Shout out to Mr. Saeed, who's usually in the chat room. He's not there tonight. I didn't see him. Doesn't mean he's not there. It's probably just not being public. Maybe doing something naughty behind the scenes. I'm still looking for these 2 articles I wanted to read for you guys. I shall find it. But somebody Google and tell me if Miss Tifa, Tifa, reggae artist, is an Aquarius. I'm curious as fuck. Kinda gotta know. Alright, so let's see. Play another song. I will play another song. When I come back, I will find one of the articles. 2 articles I want to read to you guys tonight about the eviction situation that's happening here with the courts being open. I know there are a lot of people who are tuned in to hear that information. There's a lot of confusing information going around. I would like to give you guys proper news and keep you informed here on Talk Radio's Freaky Fridays and every other day that we are on. I will have to play that song again before the end of the show. It was really good. Alright, this next one is going to be Confessions from Cranium here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Cranium, I'm mad. This is my confession. Yeah. Every night before I go to bed, only one thing always on my head. I got a fucking problem. Only when my fuck me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, but still missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when my fuck me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still me I miss Kim touch. Oh, addiction, the devil I'm fighting with. This demon's been calling my name, I can't seem to quit. I just don't fuck Simone, and Simone is on her way. I don't know what to do, I'm trying in every single way. Story the other day, I was at work, at the studio recording a brand new song. And I get a text from a girl that she just wanna come along. And I stopped what I was doing to go do her. And I feel like I'm losing my aim, cause I got a fucking problem. Only when my fuck me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when I fuck I can fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Hey, so many girls in so many places when I'm traveling. So many different races of girls, I know for a fact I gotta dabble in. And I may soon calm down one day, but for no more does I go on meet and beat same way. Listen what me say, okay. I got a fucking problem. Only when my fuck me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when I fuck I can fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Fucking problem. Only when my fuck me can't fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch. Yeah, I have a fucking problem. Only when I fuck I can fucking solve them. Hey, I love Tanisha so much, yet still I'm missing Kim's touch.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays here on Talk Radio with your host Cypher Kai. Alright, so let's dig into this eviction situation. So there was an eviction moratorium set in place in New York City, and it's supposed to go until I think it was extended until August 1st. It was supposed to be finished at the end of June. There were talks about extending it. They're not sure. It is very confusing, but the courts have opened back up. So the courts opened up on June 12th as a part of the second phase of the reopening. New York City had a four-pronged phase of opening. First was construction, second was retail with offices and real estate offices and such. Then you can do indoor dining in phase 3. Phase 4 is supposed to be school and houses of worship. They're still holding off on when they're going to open up for gyms and malls and movie theaters, gyms, malls, and movie theaters. All right. So this article from the Brooklyn Eagle, when I give them their proper due, a gentleman named robbed something with an A. I will not butcher his name. It's very long, but this is from the BrooklynEagle.com. You guys can look the story up. It says the New York City court system has officially reopened as part of one of a three-part plan but a coalition of legal providers and advocates say it's happened too soon. The coalition that includes Bill Bryan, attorney in charge at Brooklyn Defender Services, and 18 other advocacy and public defender groups, wrote a letter on Wednesday addressed to Chief Administrative Judge Lawrence Marks that urges the Office of Court Administration to stop the reopening of the courts. The groups claim that by opening the courts amidst the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and citywide Black Lives Matter demonstrations, officials are needlessly putting the public at risk. Now, the article is longer than that. Let's stop right there for a second, though. So, nobody really knows what's happening with this COVID-19. People have gotten very relaxed. They're not wearing their masks. They're going out and doing things and whatnot. People don't want to put their lives at risk in order to put other people's lives at risk. So effectively, I don't want to risk my life going into a courtroom to evict someone from their home. Now, housing court, especially in New York, is notoriously crowded. There's always people there. People who are doing the right thing, people doing the wrong thing. I happen to know several people who get public assistance services and they purposely will not pay their portion of the rent. For whatever twisted ass reason they don't do that. It vexes my soul to the core. But for the landlords who are tuned in, the ones who are going to listen in the archive, the courts are open. Now, will you be able to get any productive work done? Who knows? Lawyers don't want to go in. They were threatening to protest by the Barclays Center. There might be an extension on this eviction moratorium. A lot of different things happening. Now, with all of that being said, if you look at the chain of events, if you observe and see what's been happening, there's going to be a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of robberies. There's going to be a lot of suicides if you watch what's happening. And this is not me just being, dreary and a downer. This is just what you see happening. There's so many articles you guys send me wanting me to talk about the amount of people that are killing their children, and unfortunately most of them are women, drowning them, shooting them. People are just at a spilling point, a tipping point, and there's no relief. In New York, I can tell you from experience in working with it, and I'll talk about it deeper on another show. I have direct experience I have a direct experience with the mental health services in New York, and they're shit. Absolute shit. And one day coming up when we do our Wellness Wednesdays, I will talk to you guys about my journey with dealing with the mental health system in New York. I am fine, but a very close family member of mine had to be dealing with these services, and it was shit. And there's not a lot of support. There are people still sitting down, and like I said, I want to advocate here and now on this platform. So yes, we have fun and we curse and we play music and we do things, but I also want you guys to get substantive information. And so to those of you who haven't gotten it yet, to those of you who are still waiting around, thinking, hoping, wishing for things to go back to the way that they were, that is not going to happen. There is no going back. You can't go back in time. There is no going back to how things were. So I think the sooner you guys start to figure that out, things will go a little bit more smoothly for you. So let's start from there. Now also, if you are one of the people who've been working through this, whether you had to transition from a job or not, if you've had the luxury, the pleasure, the divine connection to be working through this pandemic, and you've not been paying your rent, now is the time to do so, especially in New York. I'm speaking specifically to people in New York. Unlike the other states, New York gets cold. New York gets cold. I don't know that they had eviction moratoriums in other states. Some other states had it, but not a lot. But I can tell you, New York gets cold. And a lot of landlords, and the ones who are doing the right thing, again, slumlords, fuck you, right? This is not for you. But if you're living in a place where your landlord is taking care of the space, you like your space, and you have the ability to pay. Because I can tell you right now, they gave you guys time, but they did not wash away the debt. And I've spoken about this on the show before. They did not erase the debt. What they did was give you guys a pause to readjust, reassess, see what you can do if you're moving to a state that's maybe more affordable. If you have extra relatives staying in the house, how can you guys get together and get your money up? But it was not a pass on your bills. I really need you guys to understand that. And your landlord is not a bitch for asking for rent. These people worked hard. Whether they worked hard, they fucked a lot, whatever they did to acquire their property, you don't get to dictate if they keep it or not with your bad behavior. You cannot stay anywhere for free. Give you guys a minute with that one. You cannot stay anywhere for free. You got to pay for where you are. So if you've had the ability to do it, I even heard a story from someone telling me they're friends with a teacher who's been working. New York City teachers get paid really well. This young man has got a lot of degrees. I think he makes about $90,000 a year. Owns his home, had a tenant in there for a while, so had tenant money coming in, and now he's just sitting on his mortgage money and not paying. Because he thinks it's cute that they said, oh, if you're affected by COVID-19, blah, blah, blah. So he called his finance company, must have told them that. I know you're supposed to supply some kind of information. So everybody in the world is affected by COVID-19. When they say this to you, they want to see direct correlations. You passed away. Your employer passed away. You got laid off because of it or something. You can't work straight through the pandemic making your same salary and think that you're excused from paying your mortgage or your rent. It's foolish for you to think that way. It's selfish for you to think that way. And karma is an actual thing. So here goes this guy who owns a multi-family home pulling stunts like this. What happens if somebody sat on his ass and didn't pay the rent? You see what I'm saying? So if you can do the right thing, do the right thing. And doing the right thing is always magnified and blessed when you do it when other people are not watching. When you do the right thing in the face of everybody else doing the wrong thing and you still do the right thing. Right? Yeah, we're going to give some pearls here away on the show from time to time. Not just the debauchery. Not just debauchery. So those who wanted to know, the New York City courts are open. I'm not sure if the probate courts are open yet. I will look into that. That might be, I'll give you that information on the show next week. And that's really important for those of you who don't understand probate. If you have all of a sudden lucked into some property because someone unfortunately passed from COVID-19 or other stress-related things, or just passed in general during this time, and you've inherited some property, or you want to help a relative sort out the property they have, probate courts should be open soon. This probate court should go through for those kinds of things. There are some sponsors that will be connected to the show soon enough when we do the financial portion of the Freaky Financial Fridays that will teach you guys about how probate court works, how to build your credit, life insurance, and all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, Miss Landlady SI, I'd love to connect with your husband as far as that's concerned. You guys will talk to me behind the scenes and off the air. But yes, I want to bring you guys substantive information that you can use. So while you're here having fun, enjoying the conversations and the music, you will actually learn some things and be connected to people who can help you, help yourself, and create generational wealth for you and your family. Yes? So let's continue here with some more music. This one's called Bingo by Jugudan. I don't know what I was thinking pulling this stuff, but let's see what it is. Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
DJ Bible Music.
You see the chopper life, you have to look out for copper right. When you a chop, you have to have sitting hotter drive. Chop again and get a hotter drive. Sitting fatter drive, private jet land a ground for me that alive. Send the money come a yard from the other side. Fully bring me bad company. How this now bad cause every time my phone ring, yeah, we bingo. Chapel gang, I know the thing go. Western Union, we a swingo. Them I wonder how we a win so. Every time my phone ring, yeah, we bingo. Chapel gang, I know the thing go. Western Union, we a swingo. 2 iPhone Pro money just fling down. See the smartphone, I feel chill when the banger ring a boss phone. Chopper mill kick it out now the fast zone. Mr. Aldo, me know bank close. Still I make deposit when the bank close. No lazy bitch can't look for me long hose. No gold bigger bitch, wrong pose. Come and smell out my money with your long nose, like a pantos. Every time my phone ring, yeah, we bingo. Chapel gang, I know the thing go. Western Union, we a swingo. Them I wonder how we a win so. Every time my phone ring, yeah, we bingo. Chapel gang, I know the thing go. Western Union, we a swingo. 2 iPhone Pro money just fling down. Rim rims up, the whip tilt up. Me girl full of tattoo, what's a she print up. Bumper big like Rihanna, big pink chuck. Skin flat, belly skin never been tucked. This a Sin City, pay a pretty freak link up. NCD drive through. Me get the US curry, me get the pound brown through. Online banking, so we browse through. Stacky money, watch it grow revenue. Every time my phone ring, yeah we bingo. Chapel gangland, know the thing go. Western Union, we a swinger. Them a wonder, oh, we a win so. Every time my phone ring, yeah we bingo. Chapel gangland, know the thing go. Western Union, we a swinger. 2 iPhone Pro money does fling down. See the smartphone, happy children, the banger ring a boss phone. Chop a milk, kick it out, now the fast zone. Me say Aldo, me know bank close. Still I make deposit when the bank close. No lazy bitch can't look for me long hose. No gold digger bitch, wrong post. Come and smell out my money with your long nose, like a pantos. Every time my phone ring, yeah we bingo. Chapel and gangland, know the thing go. Western Union, we a swinger. Them a wonder, oh, we a win so. Every time my phone ring, yeah we bingo. Chapel and gangland, know the thing go. Western Union, we a swinger. 2 iPhone Pro money does fling down.
Talkradio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Okay, bingo from Jugodan. That was interesting. So let me read some of these comments to you guys that's going on in the chat room here, the public chat room. So Miss Lisa is saying how blessed we've been to have the opportunity to work from home and keep our bills paid without assistance. Agreed. When those payments catch up with them, and they will, what's the plan then? Life didn't pause, bills still come. That's true. And all of the people who got spoiled to, and here all of the people who got spoiled to getting these enhanced unemployment payments, I can't even believe you guys fell for this shit. I can't even imagine what the fuck they're going to do, what kind of penalties they're going to give you guys for these extra payments. I'm sure there's going to be some taxes got to get taken out or something. I know they're planning something, and I'll be honest, things have been a little tight for me, more than normal, so I've not been out here balling out. But there's certain money that's just, not all money's good money. Not all money's good money, I swear to God. I've walked away from multi-million-dollar deals, literally, because it just didn't sit right in my spirit. I'm all about energy, I'm all about vibes, and I have literally walked away from 2 multi-million-dollar deals. Deals in the past year. That arrogant bastard. There's a this car has passed me, I think, 3 times already for the day, earlier in the day. Noisy, and it's going like 2 miles an hour. I swear to God, he's just, anyway. So parked on the side of the road in New York City. This is Cypher Kai on Talk Radio. Mr. Venn said he has child support payments where they come straight out of his check, so he doesn't expect his lady to pay for them. Because I was asking that question too, like, how do you navigate that if you have child support payments or student loans or something along those lines? When you're doing these bill splits, is your spouse or partner obligated to help you with those things, or is it negotiable, right? If they can and they want to and whatever. Money is always a very sensitive topic. I feel like I take care of mine, you take care of yours, and we split the house bills, right? That would seem fair to me if we're cohabitating. If we're not, like, say I got my own place, very particular how I like my space. I like to have it very clean. I'm a bit of a clean freak. I like spacious things. I like big windows and all of that. So if I got a place that's a bit more expensive than maybe the person that I'm dating, I wouldn't expect them to pay for it because I chose the place and I was paying for it before they moved in. Now, once you come in, I would like you to think to take up a bill, but I'm not going to rely on you to do it, right? Because I'm not going to lose my space, my roof or whatever because you decided you don't want to pay for something that doesn't have your name on it, right? So I kind of feel like you pay your bills, I pay my bills. Suppose your person gambles a little, they like to play scratch off tickets or lotto or something. That's something that people do on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever. There's a budget they keep for that. I don't want to support your bad habits, just like you should support mine. I like I said, I like to do nerdy things. I'll go out and I'll see something. I might go get an ice cream cone because I haven't had ice cream in a while. I might decide to go, and I just like to pick up and do things I like that intrigue me. I might go to a wine tasting or something because I feel like it or whatever. So it's one of those things. Now, I'm not opposed to someone spoiling me, doing things for me. If a man felt the need to give me an allowance, that'd be nice. I've never had that done before. I would think I would enjoy that. But I don't think it's an obligation. I kind of feel like I said, if we're cohabitating and a conversation occurs, if this person moves into my space, or do we find a space together that's completely separate of his old space and my old space, or whatever that is a conversation. So I guess that would be worked out. But I honestly also have to say, not only have I never been married before, I've never cohabitated with anyone before either. I've been in a long-term relationship. I've dated people before, but I was always very keen about them keeping their own place. And that's just because, could be foolishly, could be self-preservation or whatever, I always just kind of assumed that whoever I'm dating was going to cheat at the time. And not because I was lacking anything. Like I said, I have a thing for younger guys. And I feel like when I teach them things, they want to kind of go out and show it off. So I prepare my brain for that, so that I don't end up wigging out. And, you know, people are like, well, you know, I've had very amicable breakups. I've never cut car tires and put sugar in tanks and none of that crazy stuff. I'm not cursing you out and cursing your children and your entire lineage and none of that crazy shit, because, you know, that's not what I do. And so I'm very keen to help a guy keep his own spot. Like, baby, you hit a wall or something. As long as you're not making a habit of it, I'll pay your rent, because I need you to keep your own space. And the reason for that is, I feel like there are times when I just need to sit and meditate on my own, and a lot of people don't understand that. They don't understand that you don't want to be up under them 24/7, and so they find a reason to storm out of a house, or they'll use an excuse to go, oh, you don't want to be around me. That's not that. I just at the moment I need like 2 hours. You should have your own space to go back to. Also, if and when you bump your fucking head and don't realize the value in this relationship that we have, and you do something stupid, you do something dumb with your dick, you should do that shit in your own space. Don't go fuck someone and then come home to our bed. That's the kind of thing that might make me tip the scales and do something a bit irrational. Because it's not the cheat, it's the disrespect of it, right? Why would you go fuck someone and then climb in the bed next to me? And here's the thing, even if you shower, even if I'm not smelling hot, because I'm not the chick that's going to go through your pockets, I'm not going through your phone, I'm not sniffing your balls, I'm not sniffing your drawers, none of that other insecure shit. But I am an empath. And so I do pick up on energies, and I do feel things. So when you come around me, I'm automatically going to know if you've been somewhere else. That's just the gift that God gave me. And so I don't want that energy on me or in my bed as some kind of spiritual threesome that I don't want. What the fuck? Like, what the whole entire fuck? This is Talk Radio. This is Freaky Fridays on talkradio.com, TAWKradio.com, with your hostess Cypher Kai. We're just having grown-up conversations tonight. Damn it, we're having grown-up conversations tonight. This next one we're going to play, this new. This one's called Reptilian by Fatal Sot, here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Class boot with a weird flap fashion. Hennessy with hot dragon. Hostile hooligan dog shot a something. Our lifestyle wild dog shot a something. Hostile hooligan dog shot a something. Hostile hooligan dog. Hennessy they you know a ganja fi purchase. Drink and smoke then conquer the world next. A girl a link from she answer the first text. Jaws a take off like a songster the bird left. We a feel live we no under the dirt head. Me high grade of the answer fi curb stress. Clean like a me sponsor detergent. Can't link with the gangster fi earn strength. Be a hooligans when you see the down out. Money and bitches and clout. Be a gun, be a killer's all about. More hustle, more money for the boss count. Alien brain reptilian. We don't drop less than $1 million. Alien brain reptilian. We don't drop less than $1 million. Money up he make feed the cat a double pot a bubble food. We a go for we no matter trouble. Fatmatic with the rocket like a NASA shuttle. Shut us up, fuck around fool and no shopper up. Boy, if you ever move pussy not a scuffle, not a muscle 762 and no copper cousin. Pan belly pan the bringing several like up. Mad dog of the rifle a pack a duffel. Fuck poverty, fuck poor life. I forget the drive, wait for the poor strive. Our street dog, we no need tour guide. One day 4 flight, we attack tour life. Don't tell about Matic in a Rolls Royce. The hooligan style tougher than cold rice. We no fear two-face nor bold vice. We make pussy body fine with bold white. Be a hooligans when you see the down out. Money and bitches and clout. Be a gun, be a killer's all about. More hustle, more money for the boss count. Alien brain reptilian. We don't drop less than $1 million. Alien brain reptilian.
fashion. Hennessy, with hot dragon. Hostile hooligan dog shot us up man. Our lifestyle wild dog shot us up man. If you got a one burn, I'ma got a oven. 32 in the clip, fool that a dozen. Be a hooligans when you see the down out. Money and bitches and clout. Be a gun, be a killer's all bout. More hustle, more money for the boss count. Alien brain reptilian. We don't chop less than $1 million. Alien brain reptilian. We don't chop less than $1 million.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fridays, Freaky fucking Fridays. I could not find this article that I had put down somewhere. I thought I put it to the side for the Los Angeles situation. I can't find it though. So we'll be continuing here with some music here. What are they saying in the chat? Let me give you guys a little peek in there. I shouldn't give you anything. You should go over there, www.tawkradio.com/shows, and go see what's going on yourself. But I'm all for keeping the peace and my tranquility. As far as what? Oh, right, for the bad breakups. So Miss Lisa said, bad breakups are a waste of energy. Walk away in grace so they can see what they've lost. I'm the queen of leveling up. I do. I believe in that. When we're done, there shall be no regrets because I put 100% into everything that I'm doing. So when I'm done with someone, I give myself a chance to breathe. And then I move on to the next one. So I'm not carrying on Bobby's attitude to David and vice versa. I think it's important to do that. Right? Important to do that. So we're going to wind down the show with 2 more songs, and we're going to finish it off this night here on this Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. I hope all of the new people who are tuning to the show enjoy themselves, and those of you who are here rocking out, let me know you're there. Enjoy yourselves. Even after the show goes off, the 24/7 text line, you guys can hit up and send me information. 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. All right, this one, is it this one I want to play? Let me see. Alright, fuck it. This one is called Money in the Bank. This is Cranium featuring AJ Tracy here on TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday.
She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit.
She got the bag and it's Birkin. Can't knock her off cause she work it over. Her body been blessed by Jehovah. Ain't got no chip on her shoulder. Everything she do is on her own. Sassy how she sit up on the throne. She's in control, got the bank roll. Keep all her business real low. Said niggas ain't shit, and she not try slip. Treat man like a rhythm and skip. Who got the keys to the whip? Fendi everything, every drip. She just wanna vibe and to let go. No keys, she just vibe and she press go. Hot cold like Toronto, she XO. At the end of the week and she get home.
She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She just fuck if she want, she just move if she feel. She not falling in love because niggas ain't real. She said tell her the truth, she just want out the deal. She go down through the dirt till the right one reveal. Because God knows it hurt her inside. Not a good girl gone bad. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit. She got money in the bank, lot more fuel left in her tank. So she ain't taking no chances. Niggas ain't shit.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. You guys are amazing. So I do have one more song to play. I didn't get to my vexation corner tonight. There was a reason for that. I didn't forget. It's just that, yeah, I wanted to be very animated about it. And I think I'm going to preserve it until next week. But there were some things that really pissed me off this week. My pissivity corner. I want to call it my pissivity corner. So I'm going to save that for you guys for next week's show. I'm sure some other things are going to vex me during the course of the week. But I do want to replay the song from Miss Tifa tonight. Tifa, the reggae artist. She has a song called The Best. I think I'm going to start to love this song. I'll be playing it a bit more often, but I kind of like the vibe that this one is on. So I will give her some homage and I will play it again. Miss Tifa on Freaky Fridays on TalkRadio.com. The Best.
My body fuck, my body fuck, my body fuck. Him get the fuck, him get the fuck, him get the fuck. It body fuck, it body fuck, it body fuck. Kind of cross his pussy, this a pussy good luck. When my boom pan it, all the room panic. Bad bitch pan the broom, shift womb pan it. Him sinking and my clutch, my vroom pan it. Make a nigga come quick like a Tiptronic. To all the pussy fit it all and the gymnastics. Get the pussy flick. Gold medalist in the fuck Olympics. Them have to give me cash prize cause the pussy worth it. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. To all my thing good, it make him have a scream out. And that's thing and have to do it, I'm a good mouth. Too good wine, I'm a native queen. The boy come already and him native sink. The matic king full, but yet him a bust off. Come with him tough chat, but I laugh, me I laugh. Car bank account deposits, everything I have it. Pum turn up, so I braff, me I braff. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. My body fuck, my body fuck, my body fuck. Him get the fuck, him get the fuck, him get the fuck. It body fuck, it body fuck, it body fuck. Kind of cross his pussy, this a pussy good luck. When my boom pan it, all the room panic. Bad bitch pan the broom, she won't pan it. Him sinking and my clutch, my vroom pan it. Make a nigga come quick like a Tiptronic. To all the pussy fit it all and the gymnastics. Get the pussy flick. Gold medalist in the fuck Olympics. Them have to give me cash prize cause the pussy worth it. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. To all my thing good, it make him have a scream out. And that's thing and have to do it, I'm a good mouth. Too good wine, I'm a native queen. The boy come already and him native sink. The matic king full, but yet him a bust off. Come with him tough chat, but I laugh, me I laugh. Car bank account deposits, everything I have it. Pum turn up, so I braff, me I braff. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this. It a mad man with the tight sweetness. It a mad girl, she not stop read this. Cause me have the best banana in the world, you don't love feel this.
Okay, you guys, officially that's going to be my pussy anthem for the summer. Swear to God, I'm going to catch the target. I'm going to do, listen. Look at Miss Tifa. Shout out to your, look at, I'm going to reach out to your management team. Gonna need to have you on the show in the fall. Thank you guys for sending me that music. I absolutely fucking love that shit. That's going to be the pussy anthem for me for this year. That's it. That's the one. It speaks to my spirits. I'm telling you, it speaks to my spirit. Shout out to the target. Problems for you, worries and problems for you. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Thank you, Mr. Ven, for hanging out in my public chat room. All the people who are reaching out to me behind the scenes and giving me information. Shout out to Stephen J Productions. Again, shout out to the Life Reconstruction Strategist. Shout out to the Wellness Consultant. Shout out to Danny the Photog, not heard from him in a while. Shout out to Saeed, who's usually hanging out in the public chat room. I don't know where he is this evening, but Hopefully he is somewhere safe and will listen to the archive. Shout out to the archivers who will listen to the show in the archives because you missed the live. If you came in halfway through, oh my god, shout out to Anthony the Lyft driver. I'm the fucking worst. This man used to put his job at risk every time he played my song, my show in his car. Passengers didn't give a shit. If he's listening, the passengers are listening, they didn't like it, too bad, lump it and get out. And I always forget, I just kind of take for granted that he listens. So I'm so sorry, Mr. Anthony. Shout out to Anthony the Lyft driver. I will start off next week by shouting you out first and in the middle and at the end. First, middle, and end. Alright, you guys, this has been another episode of Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio with your hostess, Cypher Kai. Thank you guys for rocking out and hanging out. Hope to see you guys next week. Play the archives as much as you need to. Go back and listen to any episodes you've missed. Spotify, iHeart, always, of course, on our website at www.tawkradio.com/shows. Until next week, you guys, by God's grace, have a great weekend.